Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. Happy Friday to all of you. I hope you guys are doing awesome and that the week is going well for you. I know that it is a crazy time in general, but we're all hanging in there. Good things are happening. Exciting things are happening. I cannot wait to share all of the amazing announcements that we have. It's been wild, but I'm proud of my pivot, and I'm proud of some of the things that I've been able to come up with. So I can't wait to share it with all of you. A lot of exciting things. The membership, my goodness, has been a journey. My goal was to get it up the beginning of this week, and I'm just perfecting a few more things. So by the end of the weekend, I should probably be launching. Even if I want to do it tonight, I'll probably do it tonight. So I'm excited to get you guys on the platform, as well as executing all of the fun things that will be happening in the group as of next week. So it's already filled with IT experts and screamers from across the country that are lending their voices to the This Is It TV community. And then hopefully it'll be filled with all of you. So I'm so excited about the Screamer Dream community. That will be up and running. Stay tuned for more emails about that next week. If you are not on our email newsletter, please head over to thisisitTV.com in order to do so, or within the comments, you'll be able to figure it out. Hi, Amy. How are you? I know, I'm so excited. I am so excited. So this group is going to be super awesome. I'm just excited. I mean, I'm making margaritas out of lemons. Life is good. I'm in a good place. I'm super excited about it. And I just want to share that energy with all of you. And with that being said, what I really wanted to focus on, oh, thank you, Amy, you're so lovely. Oh my God, everybody needs a little Amy in their life. Yeah, I like this color on me. It's a little muted out, but I do like it. What I wanted to talk to you guys about today within the morning message is not everyone. And so often, I can't tell you the amount of conversations that I've had this week where folks were looking for everyone. They were disappointed that they weren't serving everyone, that everybody was not paying attention to what they've got going on, and they were focused so much on what if everyone doesn't like it, and what if everyone doesn't follow me, and what if so-and-so has something to say. I can't tell you the amount within the consulting that I did this week where people were really concerned about everyone. Good morning, Lisa. Everybody they were just so concerned about everyone. They were concerned about what everyone was thinking and what everyone wanted to say, but you are not for everyone. And I'm not saying that because I'm taking away from how successful you're going to be. I'm saying that to dive into how successful you're going to be, to dive into it. Not everyone wants to scream their dream. Not everyone wants your product or your service. You are going after and trying to find the people that are best served by you. And so often we are trying to please everyone that we please no one. And I just want to make sure that as we're going into the weekend, as we're planning what we're going to do for next week, as we're getting everything set for the fall, that we are really honed in and focused on the fact that we don't need to be everything to everyone. That we really just simply need to dive into what it is that we're doing and who it is that we truly need to serve. Not all of us need to make sure that everybody in the world likes us, right? And everybody in the world follow fans and likes us. They're not gonna, right? People are gonna be like, well, I already buy my so-and-so from so-and-so. I already watched this. I'm already part of this membership. That can't paralyze what it is that you're doing. That can't keep you from doing what it is that you're doing. And I think so often that's the case. We are trying to be everything to everyone that we are no one to a lot of people. And so I want to make sure that we're doing that. I'm going to turn that on. I'm going to make sure that we're doing that. I want to make sure that you are looking at what it is that you're building, what it is that you're doing, and creating it uniquely for the people that you can serve. Uniquely for the people that really matter. For the people that make sense to you and what it is that you are doing. I cannot tell you the amount of people that stop because they are nervous that 1 million people are not following them, or 5,000, heck, 500 people are not following them. Because the truth of the matter is that if you think about your business, product, service, organization, do you need 5 million people in order to pay your rent, in order to have a good week? No. It was funny. I was teaching a group of real estate agents. And, they were really concerned about not getting enough engagement on their social media platforms and not getting enough people to follow them and blah, blah. I said, how many houses do you need to sell this week in order to make your month? Do you need 5 million people? We're so concerned with getting millions of people to follow us that we're not really focused on the quality of what it is that we are doing. And this is something, and I say to you guys all the time when I talk to you, this is something that I practice and hone in on every day of my life. Because I'm a competitive person. Of course I want more people to follow us. Of course I have goals and objectives regarding quantity of things. I have X amount of videos that I want to put up. I have X amount of people that I want to watch them. I'm not saying that we're going to be naive to goal setting, but I am saying that there is quality versus quantity in what it is that we're looking to do moving forward. If we are only concerned about being the next Instagram influencer with 2 million followers sitting in a pumpkin patch in our hunter boots drinking Starbucks coffee, then we are going to lose the people who want to follow us for quality content. And there's nothing wrong with that influencer, and there's nothing wrong if that is in fact her goal. But I know that the majority of the people that follow, fan, and like what we've got going on, right, or they're part of our community, want really in-depth relationships with people. They want people to continuously be part of their corporate culture and their brand. And if that's the case, then it isn't a volume scale that we're dealing with. We're dealing with a quality scale. So I really want you guys to hone in and think about that. As you're going into the weekend, who can I service? I am not for everyone, and that is okay. How can I really rise to the occasion for the people that I am in fact for? And believe me, this is from somebody who creates content continuously, is in a very, very competitive space with a lot of other content creators all across the globe, trying to be able to figure out my own positioning. But the only way that it will work is I, in fact, figure out my own positioning. And my own positioning it doesn't even belong to the wonderful women that I follow. So the Mel Robbins, she has her positioning. If you're following along with Marie Forleo, she has her positioning. If you're following along with Rachel Hollis, she has her positioning. David has his positioning. All of those people have their own community, their own voices that do and say their own things. And if we're trying to run a race against our competition, as opposed to honing in on who it is that we are, what it is that we want, and why it is that we deserve it, we are going to get caught up in a race we will never win. So I want you to change, right? I want you to change the mentality. And that's not forever. And it's not to say no one in the world, or it's not going to necessarily, I don't want anybody to follow me and I don't care anymore. Sheldon told me not to care about numbers. I want you to care about the quantity of people that are following you and the amount of people that are part of your community, because the more people that are part of your community, the more of your message you can send. But I want you to take care of those that are already listening to you and really be able to build your community from there out, as opposed to searching desperately to try to find so many people just to like you, just to be part of your community, just to be part of it, right? Just for the numbers' sake, just so you have the numbers of people that are following you. You're going to be in that desperate situation, as opposed to really diving in to who you serve, the specific nature of the people that you are talking to. That means we've got to do some work. That means we've got to get specific. Those of you that follow, fan, and like me, or have taken my course before know I love playing pretend, and I love to be able to identify personas, right? Identifying your market by name, by location, by gender, by social economics, all of those things. Playing pretend. A little pizza and Netflix and relaxing in your pajamas, thinking about the person that is paying attention to you, that's following you, that's fanning you, that's part of what it is that you are building. That is what I think is so super important, because once you've identified he or she or they, you are looking at them in a way that makes so much sense to you, and you're diving in. You're getting to know them. Right? They're not peripheral. They're getting to know them in a significant way so you can serve them better. And then most cases, for all of us that are out there that are looking for quality versus quantity, then the transaction is higher. because they're so vested in what it is that you've got going on. The danger is just chasing numbers for chasing numbers. And I know and understand, right? Have a blessed weekend, Amy. So good to see you. I'll see you next week, 11 o'clock Eastern, every day, Monday through Friday. My goal is for us to dive on in to the communities that we're building and the relationships that we have. So we're really thinking about, okay, what does it look like? Who am I talking to? How often am I talking to them? And how can I make them even more invested in what I've got going on? You are not for everyone. And the race that you have up against yourself and for everyone will paralyze you in the analysis of it. Analysis paralysis will set in. And it will set in such a way that it will cement you to the ground because you are so concerned with what everyone else is doing, what everybody else is saying. And I'm not saying this to be mean. I'm not saying you are not for everyone because I don't think that you're for anyone. I think that you're for somebody specific. I think that your market is unique to you and you should be serving those who want to be served by you. Trying to be everyone's service provider, trying to be everyone's, take-home product is dangerous and frankly very defeating, right? Because if you're trying to get everybody to love you and you don't have enough of that, you end up being in a space where you're not feeling fulfilled. And that, in often cases, keeps us from moving forward, keeps us from engaging, keeps us from talking to people, keeps us from moving in the right direction or catering to people that can really serve us and grow our businesses or grow what it is that we've got going on, right? To increase the amount of knowledge that we have in what we're doing. We're so fixated in the numbers. We're so fixated in getting everybody to love us that we're not taking care of those that love us now. And that could be personally or professionally. We are looking so violently for more validation when we just need to look inward and say thank you to those that are already following, fanning, and liking us. Say thank you to those that are already paying attention and build from there. You are not for everyone. Everyone is not for you. And that is okay. That is okay. As you build upon what it is that you're doing, as you constantly try to be more and do more, just think about who it is that you're talking to and narrow in on that because it works to your advantage in that way. When I was talking to a lot of you who are in the job market right now, looking for new opportunities and those types of things. And when I talk to my students about that, they go at it from an approach of I'm going to tell you, Sheldon, I want to be a social media, I don't know what's going on with this piece there. I want to be a social media manager, right? So they will go and scour on Indeed or Monster.com or whatever, LinkedIn, people who are looking for social media managers. And I say to them, I said, that is not a quality approach. And they're like, I just need a job. That's not a quality approach. A quality approach is looking for the industry or the business that you want to work with. That's the quality approach. It's a lot easier for you to dive into your industry and then find the job that you want than to blanketly go in and try to find a social media marketing job. I said, you can want this very stylish, amazing young lady was like, I just need a social media marketing job. I said, do you want to work at Pep Boys? There is nothing wrong with working at Pep Boys as a social media marketer, but do you want to work there? No, I really want to work in fashion. Then you start in fashion. You start with intention. You start where you want to end up. You want to be a social media manager? Absolutely. But where do you want to be a social media manager? The quality versus the quantity. Narrow down who it is that you're talking to so you can serve them. Good morning, Orinthia. So you can serve them, so you can show up, so you can meet who you are, what you want, why you deserve it, with all of the things out there that you're looking to achieve. That's what I mean. I don't have to be everything to everyone. God knows. I mean, there are some brave men that listen, follow, fan, and like me. But I know that I'm well served within she and they. I know that. I know that to be true. That I'm in that space and that I have something unique to offer, maybe because I'm a female, maybe because, I'm working with women between the ages of 30 and 55 because I literally live smack dab in the middle of that demographic, right? 10 years in, 15 years to go, I'm in that space. So I'm trying to be able to navigate and create content that serves me. Not to say that men can't watch me and not to say that I don't want men as part of our community because I do, But when I'm narrowing in on who I'm talking to and how I'm talking to them and what it is that I'm doing, I am being really intentional. Not only not to waste time, but to get to where I want to be as quickly as possible. So we are not searching and scouring for everything for everyone. You don't want to be a social media manager for whoever will pay you. You want to be a social media manager in the food and beverage industry. So you start with food and beverage, right? You want to be a social media manager in fashion. You start with fashion. You find the jobs, because 9 chances out of 10, you'll take that receptionist job in order to get closer to Vogue, right? As opposed to Pep Boys that doesn't get you any closer to what you want. You got a social media manager job, but you're at Pep Boys. You're not getting yourself closer to being in fashion. You're not getting yourself closer to the industry that you want, to your tattoo and or, sticker goal, right? I close my eyes because we daydream about what it is that we're doing and what it is that we want. And we don't look at it realistically. We want so much as opposed to understanding the small steps we need to take in order to get to where we need to be. So I challenge you to say that not everyone. You are not for everyone, and not everyone is for you. And when you realize that, you can own who in fact is for you. You can strengthen your relationships and your networks, and you can, from an economical standpoint, a lot of you are like, but I want more people so I can make more money. You can charge more if we want to get into the nuts and bolts of it, because they are so loyal to you in what it is that you are doing. But it's about honing in on who it is that you are, understanding the power and the impact of what it is that you've got going on, and then sharing that out. And I know a lot of you are feeling this, you understand it, but if you think that there is someone in your life that needs to hear this, please share along. Because we have so many people that are grasping at straws. Hi, Jennifer. So many people that are grasping at straws, just trying to fill their feeds and get more followers and fans and likes and all of these scenarios. But are you honing in to the people that are already part of your community and allowing them to be ambassadors of the beauty that you are already sharing? I have to be reminded of this regularly, truly, because I'm a competitive person. Arinthia, you know that, right? I want to win. I want to go after it on a regular basis. I want more, I want more, I want more. And then as an adult, in this quarantine even, in this pandemic, I was like, quality versus quantity. How do I take care of the people that are already part of my community? How do I show up for them? And I decided to show up every day at 11 o'clock, and it has fed me. You will find that these people will be loyal. You will find that your community, your clients will count on you. And that counting on you and that loyalty will lead to stability in your life, because you have something to count on and you have a community that you can tune into. You're not grasping at strangers for the majority of your abundance. You are focusing on that as it relates to the community that you have. And then you are allowing new people to come into your life and for them to benefit from the community that you've built. So I just want you to be really honest with yourself and just look at it. I know I'm a very, very, very competitive person, right? But you have to run your race exactly, Arinthia, my girl. She's the best, right? You're in that space. I'm so competitive. I want it just as much as you guys. I want to be able to get, you know what I mean? That check behind your name and the comma of people that are following you. I am just as competitive as you, but it has to be the right people for what it is that you're offering, because that will get you closer to what it is that you want. It is Friday, my beautiful friends, and I am so spoiled that you join me each and every day. I'm excited to come to you each and every morning at 11 o'clock Eastern, providing you with a little bit of morning motivation within our morning message. My goal is for all of you to find your voice, no longer whisper your wishes, but in fact, scream your dream each and every day. My goal is to connect remarkable women to inspiring stories. And we do that through content, community, and wonderful connections. And I'm super excited that you're part of our family. If you would like to be a guest on our show, there's information about that within the post. If you are interested in being part of the This Is It TV network in any way, there's a number of different ways in order to make that happen. Please head over to the post and get in contact with us. Try. Do more than try. Enjoy your weekend. Find your marketing voice and scream your dream. I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and this is it. I will see you on Monday. Take care.